Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are going to try and get ourselves a Proman Reigns. That is a Pro Roman Reigns of course. And we're going to get that from the OTC1 quest. We have played all the PCC games, or Money in the Bank, whichever you prefer. I have won 29 of the Boom games. We've acquired the Unhinged or higher rarity. I think that's 45 times. We've won 100 games using Roman Reigns. We did it 50 games twice. Both times gives you a bonus chance of pulling the Roman Reigns, which I didn't get. And then, of course, we've reset the draft board to get the Pro of the Royal Rumble Roman Reigns. So the last thing we need to do here is to play one more game, well, win one more game of Boom. And if we can do that, then we will get the Pro Roman Reigns. We're also in the middle of PCC, of which it looks like Becky Lynch has taken a firm lead. Grand Cat has voted for Becky Lynch. I wasn't sure what one I was going to go for, if I'm completely honest, and it seemed like more people were going for Becky Lynch, and I did think that Becky Lynch, oh my goodness, this is because I was playing it on my other phone, that's what happens there. I have mentioned numerous times before, I do have multiple phones. One of them is for recording, which is this one, which is supposed to be the higher end phone, which is the one that had the lag when we were doing the live stream, so I was a little bit disappointed by that. But the other phone is what I tend to play Supercard on. This phone that I'm using just now is the one that uploads all the videos. So this is the one that records all the videos and takes all the videos and things. So, now that we've got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and play a game of Boom and hopefully win. And if we do, we'll get ourselves a Pro Roman Reigns. Let me just go ahead and show you the deck that I'm using. I've put equipment on all of these cards, so they've all got an added little boost. You can see that is the stats that we have for each of our little cards here. The only two pluses are Penta, who is plus 577 to players, and Seth freaking Rollins, who is plus 726 to players. Everything else is all minus to the enemy, with the exception of one Rusev that is minus 1962 to all. So anything in front of him gets completely obliterated, including your own cards. So you have to be very careful when using the Rusev. And that is an unhinged Rusev, and he's still that powerful. So certainly well worth looking at what is the best ones to use for Boom. Okay, this is not the most ideal that we've ever had. So I have to make up some decisions here. So we're going to use Solo first to get here. Then we're going to use Sami Zayn to give us the left and up. Then if the opponent takes this up arrow, we're going to put Rey Mysterio in here to take over the space again. So that is all the planning that I have to do from the beginning. Okay, that isn't so bad. Okay, now I have decisions that I need to make. I think we're going to go Dominic first to take out these two. That's what I really didn't want to see happening. Okay, we're going to have to go Ultimate Warrior here just to take over that space again. Okay, now it becomes tricky. Let's do this one first. Now we're forced to play Rusev, which is going to take out our own Sami Zayn here, because it's the only way we can progress forward. That is fine, actually. So we can either go for the JC Mateo here and take over the spot here, or AJ Styles to be here and take over the spot here. Regardless, I want this space taken care of. I don't really care that much about this one, because we need to get up here and we need to start taking out these spaces. So I think we're going to go AJ Styles here. This Gunther is absolutely perfect. That puts the tides in our favour. Now we don't have anything that attacks directly upwards here, so we can't get rid of this one. but we can get rid of this one by using JC Mateo. We can also get rid of this one using Rey Mysterio as well, which might actually not be a terrible idea. We can also get rid of this one using the Finn Balor. It's the same outcome. I think we're going to use the Finn Balor actually. Okay, and that's perfect because our other Finn Balor takes out both those spaces. And now we can just take our time and decide what is the best way to clear up here. Now we've only got one card left after this, so we need to be careful about how we're going to take out each of these cards here. I'm going to start with Cena taking out that spot. Okay, the next one is Stone Cold, which means we can't take out both Seth and Stone Cold. We could take out one or the other, but we can't do both. Well, actually, we can do both, but it requires putting JC Mateo in the center here, which means that our Seth Rollins wouldn't power up 3 of our cards, we'd only power up 2 of them. And I think that is unfortunately what's going to happen, because I don't see another way around doing this. So we're still going to win regardless. It's just that we're not getting as many points as I would like to get. And then JC Mateo is the only one that can take out this one. And Seth Rollins can only increase 2 characters' levels here. And then the last one we're just going to put Rey Mysterio anywhere. And there we go. So we have managed to win. And we've got our objective complete for the Boom Wins. There we go with 12,857 points. The quest has been complete. The OTC1 quest. I'll get those out of the way in just a little bit later on. And now, we'll grab this one first, our 10 SummerSlam 2025 tokens, but this is the thing that we really care about. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that in case that's what I want to use. Oh, we got the balloons as well, completely forgot that was another thing that you get. And then, of course, the 11-year anniversary of WWE Supercard. It is, of course, Roman Reigns. And of course his spear gives it both 3,600 to power and toughness at level 0 with none of his equipment. So that's going to be a very, very powerful little pro. It's going to be a special edition. And it looks like you can win another 30 games of Boom if you want another 10 SummerSlam tokens. I'm not really that bothered about them because I have tons of the W Supercard tokens here. If we go into the Fusion Chamber, still have 17 hours and 27 minutes left before we get another guaranteed SummerSlam card. And now we have the Proman Reigns ready to go. Let's go ahead and give him the other title. And of course we're going to level him up as well. Throw him into here. And level 88 is exactly the number that we want to hit, because that should be complete. And now, I just need to get both of these Roman Reigns up to their 100 matches, then get them pro'd, and then after I've pro'd them, I'll be going after those 10 variants. And then we'll be seeing what the 11-year anniversary Roman Reigns looks like. It's just me, or does this image look a little bit blurred in comparison to this one that looks nice, clean and crisp? Interesting. Don't know why that is. Supercard is weird on occasion. And now, before we finish off the video, well, I'm going to show you PCC. This is the deck that I'm using. So of course we're using our John Cena, sorry, not Roman Reigns. John Cena with the massive ability. So he gives plus 26,888 power and charisma to the entire deck, not just to himself. So that is actually really strong. Someone was also saying that the John Cena makes their games lag, and I think that the John Cena might have been responsible for the lagging in the live stream that we did. I'm not sure about that. We're of course using the double heroic Finn Balor, who is a left arrow as well. He is equipped with a John Cena microphone. Our British Bulldog, our limited edition, he is not normally a right arrow. We have changed him from being a down arrow to a right arrow so that he can tag with everyone. And then of course we're using Dominic Mysterio, who is using the Dominic Mysterio Chicken Nuggies, which gives him 160,000 speed, which is pretty insane. And then the last ones we're using are of course the limited edition Zelina Vega, who is currently training up our SummerSlam knee pads, and JC Jane, who has been changed to a right arrow so that she tags with the Zelina Vega. And through using that, I've had no issues whatsoever. You can see that I've got 128 wins and no losses in PCC. I can even do it without even looking at the screen, and I have been watching old South Park episodes whilst playing PCC. But let's jump into rocks now. We've got 28 of these, which means we'll get to do at least 3 of these, if not possibly a little bit more, depending on how many skulls we pull from this. But it's not skulls that I'm after. There's one right there. I'm after the little hand so that we can get ourselves some more super coins. I have already, of course, completed the Mega Collection and the Mini Collection, of which there are videos of me doing both of those on this here very channel. I'm not exactly sure why I'm collecting the super coins. I just wanted to get myself back up to the highest amount of super coins so that when a new PLE card comes out, I can absolutely grab them. We've already got the Pro of the Sami Zayn and the Solo Sikoa. But it's always nice to have the super coins so that you can use them whenever something new or cool comes out of the Superstore. Speaking of, I'm thinking maybe I should just get some of these card packs. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Jade Storm, the Jade Cargo, the Storm is Coming card packs. Jade Storm, the hell. We'll get the Aleister Black sleeves as well. I'm calling the sleeves because, and the John Cena one's already owned. So, I can't go buying that one. Doesn't allow me. But there we go. That's going to use up a few of our super coins. And it also means that we have... Where's our card backs? Oh, there they are. It means that it gives us a couple more card backs for us to use. The reason I call them sleeves is because I play card games, and we use sleeves on the cards that have images, whereas in SummerSlam or in W Supercard, it's the actual back of the card itself that changes. But I am so used to referring to them as sleeves that on occasion you'll hear me referring to them as the wrong thing. Just missed that hand there by a small contra mile. And there we go, and I think that is us done for SummerSlam Rocks for the time being. So I am going to get back to playing some games of PCC. And I'm going to show you exactly how I've been doing this. Literally, I just have my fingers just tapping away here like this, whilst I am watching South Park. So obviously I can't have South Park on in the background, I'd be demonetized for copyright. But this is literally all I'm doing. And that's how I have been playing PCC. And you can also see that there is where my fingers have been from just going like tap, 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 tap. Oh, that was actually perfect. Is that enough for us to play another game of SummerSlam Rocks? Was I on 7 or was I on 8? I was on 7. We need one more. You know what? Let's go ahead and use our draft picks, shall we? Let's see if we can pull another one and do just one last game of SummerSlam Rocks. We did get a point doubler. That's cool. So I'm not going for a particularly high score on this PCC. I am literally just playing enough to get the Becky Lynch / Bayley, though it's looking more and more likely that it's going to be Becky Lynch, judging by the points. There we go. I cleared up all the bottom area because that's where my fingers will be tapping away, and it means that I'm not going to accidentally tap on any cards that I don't mean to in the draft picks. So we didn't pull any additional SummerSlam cards there, so that is all good and fine and happy. Also, we can fortify this Damien Priest because that was one of the rewards from Boom that I got there. So there we go, that is another very cool little card, and we'll just train him up there. And there we go. So that is going to be it for this little video. I am going to get back to playing PCC, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.